at these. Wow, that's pretty wild. Neat tree. Song recommendation, Ghost, Guiding Lights. Song recommendation, the entire 2112 album by Rush. Didn't bring my GoPro today, but I'm shooting all this on my iPhone. This is the Apex Nature Trail Park, something like that. Apex Nature Park is the name of it. This is one of several trails. And I just put this short little video out. It's really what I'm calling a test run today to see if I want to come back here and do any actual filming on it. But found this neat tree. It's kind of like barnacles or something on the side of them. They look really, really interesting. Not sure what those are. Anybody can tell me, let me know. So these are the highlights of the hike right here so far. This little small hike, it's like 2 miles, not too far. Look at these. Wow, that's pretty wild. But you definitely need a map out here because it is really confusing. Nice creek over here too. Watch for snakes back in here. There's some really amazing downed trees out here. Hiking tunes today, Ice Nine Kills, one of my favorite new metal bands. Bugs. I will say one thing about hiking in North Carolina in warm weather. Bugs are miserable. Looking forward to the fall when the bugs aren't as bad. American Nightmare, Ice Nine Kills. Check it out, song recommendation. It's about Nightmare on Elm Street, if you like horror movies. The moss is so green after that rain last night. All right, someone coming down the trail. Give it a stop. All right, a little further down the trail. Soupy looking creek right there. Oh, there is some mud out here too. So I'm on Fern Loop. I think I need to go Beaver Creek Trail is where I need to head in that direction. Neat tree. Mud, mud, mud. I heard that about this trail. There's not a lot of plank ways to get you out of the mud. That is very true. Spiderwebs haven't been too vicious on me today, but there's a mosquito right to my ear. Man, I hate hiking in North Carolina in warm weather. This sucks with bugs. So I'm looking forward to the fall. Cooler weather, less bugs, less heat. I love the warm weather, but I'm telling you, when it does all these bugs, it's a pain in the butt. Beaver Creek Loop, 0.37 miles. I just stumbled onto this one. It's one I was trying to follow, I think. Not well detailed out here. Sun's coming out. Should have worn my sunglasses. All right, now I'm on the Pine Loop. So what's that? Holly Trail, Beaver Creek Trail, Pine Loop. So I guess all that's going on in the thumbnail. This is a big loop out here. Song recommendation, Ghost, Guiding Lights. Okay, here we go. Here's the loop. That way? No, this way. So, you know, big tree. Wow, look at that canopy. see what people say about some of the muddy spots, but they've at least got some of these nice little bridges out here to kind of get across where there is some more thicker mud. All right, home stretch. This leg anyways. Across another neat looking bridge. You know, the funny thing is, I haven't seen any snakes out hiking this year. Guess that's a good thing, but song recommendation, the entire 2112 album by Rush. It's a whole bunch of songs on there. I love that album. All right, that'll do it. I'll wrap that one up right here. Hope you enjoyed this little walk through the Apex Nature Park. Multiple trails, multiple scenes. Gave you some music recommendations. More videos to come. Man, I love hiking. Hopefully I can get up to the mountains and do a little bit this summer too. Be nice, cooler weather. All right, like, subscribe, you know all the jazz. After trail wrap up. Good trail today. Car pulling up beside me. A bit muddy in spots. If you go down to this trail, try and go on a dry day. It wasn't too bad today. It rained a little bit yesterday, but it wasn't too bad overall. For me, I had to dodge a few muddy spots, but I can imagine if it was really raining a lot, or if there was a recent rain, you'd have a lot of trouble slogging through some parts of this trail. It's just a nice, easy loop back in the trees. A bit confusing. Take you an All Trails app, take you a map from whatever you can find, because occasionally it'll just kind of hit a spot and you could go any direction you want to go and there's not clear markings. So a couple times I wandered off and looked down my All Trails app and the map, and I was like, I'm going the wrong direction. I need to go back over here. Even though I saw a sign over here one time I saw a sign and I ignored it because I thought I should have gone this way. That was my fault. But all the other times it was like 3 or 4 different ways you could go. And even starting the trail, there's 3 or 4 spots up there. If you don't really know which way you're going, and when you kind of get right off the first part of the trail, it even gets a little confusing down there. So have a map, hike when it's dry, and that are my 2 big takeaways. Summertime, the bugs are bugging me again. I had a mosquito flying to one ear, gnats around me again. Hiking in summertime is it's tough in North Carolina. This is my first time really doing this kind of thing. But overall, good trail, good hike, a little bit over 2 miles, about an hour long. I'll put some in this spot here. I'll drop my stats while I'm talking. But yeah, came back to the car, drinking water in my Steelers cup. You Steelers fans, thoughts on Aaron Rodgers becoming their new quarterback? I'm not very thrilled about it, but hopefully he can give him at least a decent season and not be Aaron Rodgers like the current Aaron Rodgers, maybe the old Aaron Rodgers. And another thing, again, I can't recommend these enough for hikes. Smash bites, smash foods, snack bites. Good stuff right here. Good stuff. A little bit of protein, a little bit of sugar, a little natural sugar. I know it's still sugar, but it's natural sugar. Helps you get home, everything. But anyways, good trail, good hike. Anyways, Apex Nature Park Loop, I think is what this one's going to be called. I hit 4 or 5 different trail signs out there, and wasn't sure which trail I was on. I just kept following the app and just kept wandering my way around to get some good exercise. So if you're in Apex, North Carolina, come out to the Apex Nature Park, hit this trail, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by it. Just remember bugs, shoes, and dry weather. Those are some 3 things to remember for this trail. Is bring some shoes, you can get muddy. Avoid bugs, or bring some bug spray to get rid of the bugs. And just go when it's dry. That's the only thing I can say. If you go when it's a little bit wet, remember those shoes. All right, take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. And like I've been saying already, see you on the trails.